Yeah, you can clap for yourself. You deserve it. At least I'm seeing a group that has just one, and I'm seeing some groups that none of them are here yet. So this morning we would run something very quickly, very importantly. So let me ask you, how do you feel about yesterday's class? How do you feel about yesterday's class? No one is speaking. How do you feel about yesterday's class? If you like it, can you shout, hey? Like you really love what you saw yesterday, you love what you learned, you know it's worth it. Can you just make a clap? Well, it seems only 5 people enjoy yesterday's class, right? Just 5. Okay, if you didn't enjoy yesterday's class, can you make a clap too? Like you didn't enjoy it. A clap. Wow, I want to believe everyone enjoy it since I'm not here. Okay, you didn't enjoy it. Like really? Alright. If you truly enjoy it, let's do something real quick. You all use social media, right? No? You use Facebook, you use Instagram, you use LinkedIn, you use X, you use TikTok, okay. That's great. Yesterday there was a post we put out there. We sent a link to the group, and let's see the number of people that are engaged, and maybe I will have a gift for that person. I didn't know, sure. So on the group we have, sorry, I'm coming. So on the group we have this post out, okay, asking you to tell us what captivates you during the class yesterday. Let me go for the Instagram first. Let's see if we have anyone that engaged. Okay, here is the post we have up. What was the most insightful things you learned today during the event? Let me ask someone here, what is the most insightful thing you learned? Let someone just stand up and let us know. Or should I call someone? Let me see. If no one is... My brother in black, Tajojora, can you tell us what was the most insightful thing you learned yesterday?
I learned how to use CapCut for editing our distant video.
Alright, my brother here said he learned how to make use of CapCut to edit videos. Okay, let me take one more person. What was the most insightful things you learned? Maybe there's something you never believe exists. Maybe there's
we learned the power of creativity in team.
That was very inspiring, actually. The power of creativity working with team. That's one of the key things we want to bring out for this week training. Okay, my brother.
All right. I learned that being available for the training alone is not important, but our commitment and consistency is needed as well.
Thank you very much. I believe growth is not always easy, and if it's easy, everyone would have done it a long time ago. Everyone would have done it, and if everyone is doing it, it's not valuable anymore. So the reason why you must be committed and keep going at it is because it would not be easy. You only need to add that extra to it, that extra that will make you different, that extra that will set you apart in the crowd. If you are going to the market, so many people are doing this thing, so many people are editing videos. What will make you different? Your commitment and your attention to details. Thank you very much. So we have on Instagram. If you use Instagram, kindly go on there. In a word, okay. We have two comments here: how to use CapCut, okay, and the ability to make video. I believe we should have this place flowing with comments if truly this training is worthwhile. Kindly pick up your phone and put out something on that comment box. Let us know you really learned something. That's on coming. Sorry. So same thing goes for Twitter or X. I learned someone said I will never call Twitter X in my life. Yeah, I saw it last week and I felt like it's really not easy adapting to that name. Okay, we have, okay, so if you don't use Instagram but you use X, we have the same thing for Facebook. At least, no, so you are using none. Comment on the YouTube space. And please be aware, yesterday live today's class, to get on the revisions for the last we have on the group chat. I believe every one of us are in the that would add you there. Are you really doing it? Okay, I can see one or two people here doing it. Make sure you are doing. I want to, before I leave here, I want to, or do you want me to buy data for you? Like really? I'm true. You people didn't believe me. That's if you know the hotspot name, sha. I've told you the password. MSPS1350. So okay. And lastly, we have LinkedIn, right? Maybe not all of you are on LinkedIn, but I believe so many people will be on LinkedIn. At least all SQI students will be on LinkedIn. Am I right? So if you are not on LinkedIn, you can consider seeing what they do out there. So here's the post we have on LinkedIn, the same question. So the YouTube videos, you can always make your comments. But make sure you drop your comments. Let's be sure you are really going along with us. We can't allow everyone come here to tell us what you learn because of the time, actually. And I believe if we have you get the mic and say there will be one or two things you want to say, so we know really you are letting us know your experience so far. Those comments will help us see things we can do better and other things we can bring into the training, right? And lastly, we have our pictures out there already. I believe if you check the group, so if you check the group, you would have gotten the link to the pictures. And they are download the pictures on, make a post on any of these social media pages. If you can make on all, it's okay. And if you only, right? So someone like me, I am more inclined to be your best place to go. So here is the hashtags to go with. Sqi as Sqi Multimedia Week, as videography. Those are the hashtags to be used. The first two specifically, yeah, Sqi and Sqi Multimedia Week. That will enable us see your ICT on those posts. So the two tasks you have now is to comment on the post, same thing as well. I will take a selfie. If your camera is not good, use your team's camera, right? Skills and make a post. So let me have it up there. If you want to show in my selfie, you can come around. You want to show in my selfie, let me just see your. Okay, I have this picture. I'll make a post on it. It will be on LinkedIn. Yeah, it will be on LinkedIn or Facebook, actually. Do the same thing. Have it out there. Tag Sqi CICT. Hashtag Sqi. All right, Sqi Multimedia Week. So thank you very much. I'm waiting to have your post out there. Thank you.
Mike.
Hi, good morning. But we look scanty today. Why? Like, is that group 7? What happened to your other group members? Everyone ran away after the. We would be looking at the reviews of what you did yesterday. So, um, I don't know if some of us have not. Abi's yam we cooked. Which one? Did we cook yam or we actually did? Ha! Okay, fair enough. Some of us are not having our leaders here. One, is this one? Or this is is not around yet. Okay. 4, who is your team lead? Is your team lead around? Hello? Is your team lead around? 8 is completely scanty. Are you the team lead? And you are the only one around. Fantastic. 9, who's your team lead? Group 10 is not even complete again. They all probably ran away. Okay, so regardless of if it's beans you cooked or it's yam or it's both together, we would like to do reviews. Don't worry, it's not everybody randomly. So if my heart tilts towards you, it's certain I will come and meet you. Don't worry. That your beans. I want to see it. So, but whoever I just pick, I just want you to give me like I just want to see what you did really. So it won't cut across for everybody. Now I don't want you to feel like, oh, you only did it and we won't check it. We would. But okay, so I don't want you to feel like you did it and then we won't be checking it. We would. But due to the time limit for today's program, we will not be able to check every single person's own. And I know some of you are like happy that I'm happy is not coming to check my own. So that you don't worry. We're all learning and there's no need to feel bad or feel embarrassed that you didn't do well. In fact, there's no doing well or doing bad when you are learning. You can only improve day by day. So I don't know which group we should start with. I'm not starting like numerically. I feel like group. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is plenty. 5 is plenty. 6, sorry, 7, 6, 6, right? 6, 5, 4, and no, and group 1, and then group 9. So I just need one person for Premiere Pro, either PC or CapCut PC. I want one PC and one mobile for each group. I'm choosing randomly. I'm not expecting you to vote in your group by yourself. So I'd be starting with group 4. This is group 4, right? So I'd be starting with group 4. I'll be starting with group 4. 5, yeah. And our friend that cooked beans here is still rendering. Okay, who used CapCut here? Okay, you are done with your own. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see what we have here. Are you just, please kindly load your Premiere Pro if it's on Premiere Pro. If it is, it's just rendering it. If it is, if you've exported it as a video, anything, so that we don't take too long on it. So I want to view this person's own. Okay. I might not hear the audio, but fair enough. 42 minutes. Now one season film you shoot like this now. No, I'm not saying you shoot 40 minutes. I'm enjoying the concept of this thing actually. I like it. Okay, is that group 6? Is that 6? That's 6. Please, somebody prepare Premiere Pro. Oh, it's the same. It's okay. We have a very short time limit, so please kindly just load it like that before I reach your group, so that at least I can laugh a bit this morning. I've not eaten, so a bit won't pa me and then. How come I'm not seeing any memes here though? Oh, okay, it's the sound. Oh, fair enough. Okay, so this is group. Sorry, I'm mixing the numbers. This is group 4, and I like this one actually, but this is something that I've always laughed around. So group 6, right? Is it 6 or 5? Sorry, I'm mixing your numbers. Okay, who wants to show me something? I won't even push for it now. Now, if you don't want to show, I will now push for it, really. So who? Who wants to bust my head? Just bust my head with anything, really. I just want to see. Okay. We play it. Okay. Did you do research on this thing? You did research. Ni ano say ni yen no let's fi ṣe research. We have people here that are actually willing to put in extra work for this thing now. For Premiere Pro, anybody? No one. You have. It's still rendering. But for yours, I would say that okay, it's your own, right? The light was shining on all of you's back, so we couldn't see your face. So maybe you should avoid something like that next time. No, go on, just play, don't worry. I'm not seeing any edit, I'm not seeing any cutting. What's going on? So what was your project on the number 6? Oh, okay, now I can hear what you're saying. I'm glad that someone is at least able to use Premiere Pro efficiently with the little we were able to.
There's someone there who raised up his hand. Okay, come forward, please. A round of applause for him.
Is for engagement, visibility.
What they've said, when create,
then the audio is so important, and that's what brings us to the equipment that we need to capture audio. So there are various mics. They are just like camera is in different grades and in different categories. We also have camera while you are recording can help you record your audio, but then it is also most times advisable to also get there's what we call the lapel mic. So you can get a lapel mic, you can get different kinds of mic, and they vary, in categories and in prices. All right, so yeah, they are called the external microphones, the recorders, and also just like I mentioned, the reason why it is important is because of the audio quality. A lot of people like good audio. You can't be watching a video and you are struggling to hear what the person is saying. You would most likely lose interest in the video. So that's why it's good that whenever you are creating something, whenever you are creating a content, you do not just focus on video alone, but you also make sure that you have a very good audio. And that's what brings us to this thing I just mentioned, which is the audio equipment. So you get a very good mic. They are not too expensive, even though things are going up, even though the prices of things are going up. We know that God can still do what? God can still grant us favor and provide for everything that we need. Abi, is that right? Is that right? If you don't believe in God this time around, wow, I don't know what you believe in. But then it is important that you hold on to God this season so that He can provide for every of your needs. Alright, so also on the production gear, we have the stabilization and rigs. Now, this is just like an example of this is just like this stand that we have here. So because there is everything on, how do I explain this now? Everything that happens in a video, everything that happens in a scene, everything that occurs while recording, while shooting a movie, affects the way people interpret the message they are trying to pass across. Is that right? So you can be watching a movie now and they are trying to portray a scene of turbulence. Maybe in a plane is trying to crash. The camera will not just be still, or your screen, don't let me say the camera, the screen will not just be still. You will have it, you will see the way it's shaking, just to give you a sense of turbulence, just to make you feel like, oh, truly there is turbulence happening. So you might not be feeling it. And now that we even have I think the 3D glasses and all of those things, that makes it more realistic. I watched a video on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube. There's a new place in, I think, Las Vegas, that is called the Sphere. So there's like, is there an event center or an auditorium now that is called the Sphere? The Sphere. You can check it out online, and that place is all filled with LED screens. So from like the front, it's just like a ball, just round. So it's just like you are completely immersed in what you are watching. So it doesn't look like you are outside of what you are watching. It doesn't look like, it looks like, I don't know if guys can check it. So what I'm just trying to say is, I was trying to talk about stability, how that people make you believe the things that they show you. So someone is trying to portray a scene of turbulence online, and then what they do is to make the camera shake, make the video camera shake, and then you begin to feel like, oh, truly this thing is becoming turbulence. Now if you watch that stuff in maybe 3D, it becomes more realistic to you. Now the reason why I mentioned that was because stabilization and all these rigs, we have instruments that makes the camera stable. We have instruments that you can use to make your gadgets, to make your video recorder, to make your camera, to make it stable. And it's because you are trying to pass a message across, and most times you need something very stable. You need your camera to be very stable, although in some cases you don't really need your camera to be stable. You don't really need your instrument to be that fixed. It can be anyhow, you can just hold it if you want, but then in most cases it is advisable that your camera is stable. Assuming that we are streaming now and then this whole thing is shaking, you will lose attention. The people following online will not be able to follow us. They won't feel what we are doing. They'll just be like, the camera and people if you shake by, we can't really grasp what it is we are watching. We can't really follow what the meeting is all about. So there are instruments that are made available to help your camera stable, to make your camera stable. And because of time, honestly, I can't go into all of these things. So we have gimbals, we have tripods just like this one, we have sliders. We have a slider here, I think it's somewhere at the back. We have sliders, we have cranes, and everything contributes to smooth and dynamic shots. All right, so there are also other gears that we have, the ND filters, and an example of, okay, let me just say what an ND filter does. Alright, so excuse me. So something like an ND filter, it is not under any serious category like that. It is under miscellaneous. And what an ND filter does is that it helps to, in case you are under sunlight, maybe when we start to do practicals, we understand all of these things I'm mentioning. I wish we can even have a practical session. We would get every of what I'm saying. Sorry, please. Oh my god. I hope you've not forgotten what we are discussing on. I started out saying that there are instruments. There's a way we can. Alright. Okay, so I was talking about the camera gears, I was talking about production gears, the things that makes for our production, the things that makes all of these things easy, that makes us communicate stories well. And we've spoken a little about production gears. Another production gear, I spoke about the camera, I spoke about lenses, I spoke about the audio equipment, the stabilization and the rings, and then miscellaneous gears. There are many other equipment that are not under camera or not under the lens category, but we also need the production. Now the truth is, you might not appreciate all of these things I'm saying. They might be so boring to you, you might not get it now until you begin the practicals, until you start doing it. So once we go back to our assignment, our tasks, just like we had yesterday, we would really enjoy all of these things I'm saying. We'll now see the importance of all of these things I'm saying. So now the next thing I'm going to talk about is lighting. Now one other thing that is important in production is lighting. Assume that in this room now that we are, there's no light here. That maybe we have all of the curtains down, and sorry, can you give me handkerchief? So let's assume that inside this room now we don't have any lights, we can't see anything. everybody is going to feel weird. The people following online will not be able to follow us. They will not be able to get the things that we are saying. Or imagine that you are watching a movie and you can't see what is going on. It is all dark. Now that darkness itself can portray a message to you. Most times when you watch horror movies, what you see is you have dark scenes, you have something very dark, and you're wondering, thanks sir, and you're wondering, okay, what's about to happen. It creates suspense. You are trying to figure out what is going to happen next, what is going to come out of the darkness, all of that stuff. Now that's an effect of what lightning can do. So people are, remember that, are we together? This can have our attention. I'm sorry, what I'm saying might be quite boring, but I know what I'm saying. Now I'm speaking on lightning. I remember that we started from storytelling, abi. So maybe I should even speak Yoruba. Only story tefe so, only tefe so far. There's a story you are trying to pass across. There's a notion you are trying to pass across onto people, and now you can pass that message across accurately. Number one, using your production gear. So you have a lot of things under a production gear that can help you pass across that message, abi. Now another thing is lightning. And I gave the example of Lai Wasabi the other time. Imagine that you are watching this video and you can't see anything on your screen. The first thing that might happen to you, if there is nothing on your screen, is that you might be scared that your screen has gone, that your screen has stopped working. And if you are using a Samsung, you'll be shaking, because you'll be wondering, okay, where am I going to get maybe 30 to 40,000 to fix my screen? Until you find out that you just scroll up and then you can now see. So you now find out that, okay, it is that man's video, it is Lai's video that is actually not showing anything. Now in the moment where you can't see anything on his feed, on his video, you lose interest, because you are wondering, what am I watching? I can't see anything, it's not passing across any message, abi. Now if I'm going to define photography, because the whole cinematography thing is still from photography. If you are making movies, it is just, a video is just like a combination of a lot of pictures. The combination is just so fast that you can't notice when one picture moves to another one. Do you understand? So everything that happens in videography actually stems out from photography. So if you are going to define photography, it's just like drawing with light. So you are painting a picture with light. Now, you have a picture in your mind, or there's something you are seeing. Now the photographer might want to tell people about what happened here today, and now he wants to take a picture of people sitting down. What he's going to do is to make sure that he sets his camera right, so that his camera can capture in enough light to show these persons, and so that when he takes this picture, we can have a very good image, because everything you are doing has to do with light. So there's a way you can set your light, there's a way you can direct your light that will change the tone, that will change the feel, that will change the message that you are trying to pass across people. There's a way you can set your light that will make people have a different interpretation of what you are trying to pass across. I gave the example of an horror movie. If you watch an horror movie, you see that it's all dark. If you are watching something very happy, you are going to see probably sunlight. It's all going to be bright. The day is bright and fair, and like song we used to sing in primary school. I know it communicates a feel to you. There's a way you think about things. When there's a way light makes you think about things. Now if you enter somebody's room now and everything that is there is blue light, there are many things that can come to your head. Is this a Yahoo boy? Is this a prostitute house? What's going on here? Am I safe? Will anything happen to me? Or if you enter a room and it's all red, that red LED, there's a way you start to think that, okay, should I run away? Should I stay? Should I trust my friend that I followed? What should happen? What should I do? There's a way that thing can inform you. There's a way it can pass a message across you, and you're thinking, okay, what should I do? Now the same way the lightning that you use in your videos can affect the interpretation that people have. You can use green light, and then it just gives another feel. You can use a natural white light, and then people are comfortable, something warm, people are relaxed with what you are watching. Maybe begin to use something like red and blue, you know that your video will have 0 views. All right, so there are different types of lights. We have the LED panels, we have soft boxes, we have spotlights. I think we have some of them here, but they are not inside this room currently. So there are different kinds of light that you can use to affect your production, and that's another thing. Just like the cameras, you don't have to have a high-end lighting system to improve your video. Many of us have seen a ring light before now, abi. Are there makeup artists here? Is there any makeup artist here? Most likely, I doubt if there will be anyone here. So I've Oh my god. I've been to quite a number of weddings, and if you attend as a photographer, I have two of my colleagues here. If you go for a wedding, if you go to snap a wedding, you would there's no way you would see a makeup artist without a ring light. Abi, a makeup artist will always have a ring light to light up her, her subject so that she can do the makeup well, and also to cause fight between the photographer and herself, because she'll be trying to record video and you have to fight. Okay, auntie, leave this place, I have to snap. Many of us might not be able to relate. Just forget it, don't worry about it. Now, a ring light is enough to light up. If you are just going to be having, if you are just going to record yourself and just have a short video, most of the content creators that we have online, people doing all of that stuff, not, they are in categories, but some of the content creators that we have online, they use ring light. So you can get a ring light, and ring light are in different sizes. There are also LED light that are in small sizes that are affordable by the grace of God, maybe like 5 to 10,000, that are affordable, that you can use to light up yourself, light up your subject, do whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe you are into maybe product photography or something, you are trying to tell a story, you are selling something, and then you need to communicate, you need to show your product, you need to show the things that you do. You can get a ring light and all of those little things. They don't have to be big, as it were. All right, so would have loved to go through some practical examples, but then we can't do all of that now. Another thing that also affects, but is also important in your production, is camera angles. Okay, I wish I can show you all of these things, but there's no time. There are also camera angles. There's a way you can angulate your camera, there's a way you can set your camera that changes the story of everything. What example can I use now? Imagine that, I want you to imagine this with me. Imagine that a subject is falling from the sky or something. Maybe someone is falling out of an airplane. How many of you are imagining it? Truly imagine it. Imagine that someone is falling down from an airplane now. Just imagine, it's falling down with very high speed. Now there's a way you can set, there's a way the people behind the camera can set the camera to make that thing look so scary, to make it look so real, to make you believe that truly somebody is falling from the camera. Meanwhile, he's not really falling. Maybe it's just a VFX, maybe it's just green screen, as we will later learn. I don't have time. But then what I'm just trying to say is, there's a way you can angulate your camera that would affect the story you're telling. We have low angles, we have high angles, we have the high level, we have the Dutch angle, and then when you are recording interviews, there are also ways you can, if you watch interviews very well, maybe you watch the news, you notice that if people, or BBC or CNN or Al Jazeera, if you watch the way they interview people, you notice that there's a certain camera angle that they all use. They don't use something too wide. Sometimes you see they use close up, they use something around the edge, they use something around the face. So there are specific camera angles for whatever story it is that you're trying to tell. We'll eventually delve into all these things. I'm just trying to give a brief of what all of these things are. Alright, you can also use your camera angles, just like I mentioned, to convey emotions, power dynamics, to create visual interest. You can also use it to show movements, and many narratives can be told depending on the camera angle that you are using. There is also what we call sequencing, but I think I'm out of my time now. I will not be able to explain all of those things. So, but the basic that I want us to just get is, for you to get something doing, you can start using your camera. One of the production gear that is very important that you need is your camera. You need lighting, you need camera angle, you need all of these things to portray a kind of thought, to portray a kind of emotion, to send a kind of message across people. And as much as I would have loved us to, as much as I would have loved to show us examples of all of that now, we'll not be able to do that now. But probably, maybe when the next speaker comes on, Mr. Green, he's going to give us a task that is going to, we are going to put all of these things into practice, and he's going to explain how these things are working. Do you understand? So I'm sorry if I didn't really give a full explanation of things I'm trying to say, but let's just go for the practical session and we're going to get everything I'm saying. Alright, thanks so much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise.
day. Good morning, everybody. So, how has the experience been so far? How has the experience been so far? I need responses from us. How has it been so far? Sorry, what group is here? Group 1. So, somebody from group 1, how has your experience been so far? You guys should just respond. Just give me answers. I want to know how the experience has been. Okay. So, one of the reasons why I'm asking is because I noticed that our faces are. We just want to record the video, start editing the video, right? Like, let's skip this part. Let's move to the recording part. Let's move to the part where we start using Premiere Pro. Let's move to the part where we start using CapCut. Am I the only one who feels like that? Exactly. So the thing is, every single session matters. Before Mercy came on, I had to tell us that get your jotters. Every single thing matters. I'm here to talk about content, creating content, but I want to let you know today that without proper research on your work, on your video, there's nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do. When we start talking about researching, when we start talking about things like that, most times we get bored because we just want to work. We just want to get our hands working. We just want to move. Let our hands move. Let us get excited because most times research don't excite us. But the truth is, to be a good video editor, you need to be able to run your research. You need to know what I want to give out. You need to know the particular content you want to give out. So it is not just about knowing the tools. There is something we say in our department, UI UX. We say something along the line of, it is not about knowing how to use Figma. Figma is a tool we use in design. You are a UI UX designer is not because, oh, I can use Figma, because everybody just expects that let me come and draw lines and shapes. No, there is more to being a UI UX designer. There is the research part. There is the part where people need to be happy to see what you are doing, and that is the same thing with videography, because I cannot just come and start using CapCut without a particular story. Mr. Pelumi came here, he was talking about storytelling. You can't come and say I want to do anything and you don't have a particular goal in mind. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. It is not just about let us start doing. You need to have a goal. You need to know this is where I am going to. And one of the ways you do that is by doing regular research. Every single thing. I'm just telling you now so you would know. In case there's a session that you felt like, oh, it is not important, let me tell you for free now. You are not paying me anything to know this. It is very, very, very important, because you cannot be a good videographer without telling accurate stories. You cannot be a good videographer without knowing the right content to use. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. So, what are the do's and the don'ts for researching your content? Fine, I was just talking about research and the fact that you need to know what you want to do. So, imagine I want to give you an example, but I realized that giving the example in digital marketing class, I will just give that same example again. I don't know how many of us remember, there's this advert, this MTN advert done by somebody we call Baba Saka. I can't remember the year, but more like I don't porto MTN. Who remembers that advert? We remember the advert. Let me see your hands if you remember the advert. Exactly. Who can tell me the story behind the advert? So I will not be too forward. There's a particular story behind the advert. Who can help me out? the story behind the advertisement. People raised up their hand now that they've watched it now. I need the story. Can anybody help me? So nobody. Ma, you want to help me? Okay, please let us. So, sorry, you have to.
In summary, I think the idea is that as a user of other service provider, Globacom or so MTN is telling, Sqi is telling you he has moved, he's been able to move from whatever network back to MTN. So that's the story behind I don't port. So he ported from wherever it's coming from. I think using the same system, I think. I'm not too certain. Etisalat, alright. So yeah.
Thank you very much, ma. So I don't know how many of us are familiar with that, but for those who are familiar with the advertisement that year, this man was moving from Baba Sqi. Let me just give us the run through. Baba Sqi does advertisements for Etisalat. So everybody knows him right from the beginning of Etisalat. 080 Naija for life. He has been doing the advertisement back to back. Then suddenly one day, we just saw a drum roll. It was still green. The background was still green, right? We still had that green background. So everybody thought, oh, Baba Sqi is doing advertisements for Etisalat. Only for the advertisement to get to maybe about 20 seconds, and we saw it just turned and it changed to yellow, and all of a sudden I don't port to MTN. That one advertisement brought people from Etisalat to MTN. I would say that till today, how many of you use Etisalat? That was the beginning of their downfall, sorry to say. But Etisalat has not recovered from that kind of advertisement. What am I saying? Your story, sorry please, are you with me? Your story as a videographer needs to be precise. You need to know what you want people to know. Are you getting me? I did not make a mistake with my statement. You need to know what you want people to know. That is one. And you need to be able to pass it across with the right story, with the right video. Don't come and tell me you want to make a video for me on maybe how to make pop-off. There's a group there that wants to do how to make pop-off. You now give me making pizza. You will not bring in people, you will not engage people. And one of the things you have to do, it is not just about creating content. You need to research content. You need to know what your people want. Are you with me? You need to know you need to know the people you are going out to. You need to know the people that your video is going to reach. Then you would know the type of content to give them. You would know the type of video to give them. So one of the ways you can do this is you can attend sessions that are related to your content. If I decide that, all I want to do in this videography business or whatever is comedy or tech, I would not sit down and say, it is everything that will come to my head that I will start making videos on. No, I'll have to go out, see how people are doing things. Are you with me? You have to go out, see what is going on in the tech industry, engage with people who are in that industry before you. So if you just know, one of the main things is know your niche, know what you want to do. Have a niche. Don't do everything. You cannot do everything finish. If it is food, pick that niche. You can't do everything, because at the end of the day your content will just be scattered. So the moment you have that niche, then start connecting with people, attend relevant sessions, meet with speakers, meet with people that are in that line. One of the reasons why one of the fastest the main people that network today are comedians. You see that in no time somebody has started, then next thing they're already merging with each other, they're already connecting with each other, they are getting ideas from each other, and at the same time they are getting each other's audience. Imagine I know Lai, you know, maybe you know Mr. Macaroni, then the two of them come and they collaborate. All of a sudden I suddenly like Mr. Macaroni. Why? Because he's collaborating with Lai. So you need to meet people. You cannot, don't believe that, oh, I will stay and I'll do everything alone. No, you need to meet people in order to have a smooth research. Another thing you need to do is you need to review materials. You need to review materials. Most times we think it is just about knowing how to use that application. No. One of the things that differentiates people who know how to use those applications and people who actually are good in that line is because it's the difference in reviewing things, the difference in learning, the difference in reading. I want to become a designer, but I believe that, oh, the only thing I need to do to become a designer is go and carry Photoshop and start doing it. I will stay long there, why? Because there are books, there are graphic design books that I can go out and read more about. So it is not just about knowing how to use the app. Are you guys with me? So every single thing we've been doing since the beginning to the end matters. Another thing is use social media. Social media is there for us. Social media is one of the best places where you can get your research, where you can get content. Use social media, see what people are doing that is relating to what you are doing. You would notice that you will see one content. I'm a fan of YouTube Shorts. You will see one content, somebody is doing one content, then you've done like 2 scrolls, you will see that same content. Sometimes it may be a very little way. Somebody else has already done that same content that person is doing. Most food bloggers, they are doing the same thing, cooking the same thing, but we are all watching it. So use social media, get ideas from it. I'm not saying go and copy somebody. Please don't copy people, but get ideas from it. You will go far when you people will say that the best way to learn is to learn from other people's mistakes, because you cannot live to make that mistakes yourself. So imagine I want to keep making my own mistakes. Oh, I want to learn by myself, for myself, everything by myself. You will go far before you get to where you want to go. But people are there, they are doing it. People are there, they've made the mistakes you are about to make today. Learn from them, read their books, meet with them. Are we getting me? Meet with them, read their books, learn from them, connect with them, and that one thing would make your content top notch. And one of the things I want us not to do is, one of the things you should not do, I've talked about having a niche, that don't do everything together. Another thing is, don't forget to verify. Don't forget to verify. Don't just jump into something because people are saying it. Verify. Make sure what you are doing is not wrong. Make sure what you are posting, what you want people to know about, make sure it is not wrong. Are you getting that? Verify your content. What's the largest desert in the world? What's the largest desert in the world? The desert. Everybody says Sahara. Recently I learned it wasn't Sahara, and I learned it from a content creator. I had to go back to Google to search, and I learned it was Antarctica, not Sahara. Yes, Antarctica. And everybody will be like, Antarctica is a country. So if the content creator was actually wrong, we would have blasted her right there. But she made us have to go back. And I was surprised. I actually learned a lot that desert is not just about the the dry land, the sandiness. um you measure desert by the amount of water, humidity, temperature. You can read about it, but it's not Sahara. In fact, Sahara is the third largest. It's not even the second. It's not even the first. It's the third. So make sure you don't just jump into anything. Make sure you don't jump into anything. There are places where you can verify your content. So as if you want to become a good content creator, you need to a good videographer, a good storyteller. You need to know that your research should be top notch. 80% of your work might probably be your research and knowing what to do. The remaining 20% is the one you spend on your PC. So don't just say, oh, I want to start working. Every single session here that we've done today, especially today, is very, very important for you to be a videographer. All right, so that brings us to the end. Thank you very much, and that will be all.
Please, let's give her a round of applause one more time. All right. Some people are already looking like they want to do something really practical, right? Yeah, this is also very crucial. It's a very crucial part of this training. Research, understanding what content is about, understanding the setup process, the gears that you need, how to do proper lighting and all of that. They are vital process that you need to know as professionals, right? Although there are still cheap ways of achieving this, especially when it comes to gears. You can use your smartphone, look for maybe face your window, the window of your room, of your office, or wherever you're using, so that you can get direct natural light and all of that. Those are different things that will still be explained in the process of this training. But then, very quickly, in about less than about 5 minutes or thereabout, I want to quickly review a few assignments that was given to us yesterday. So after this, we're going to be entering fully into the practical session. So I want you to pay attention and don't rush to get out of this place. So are the videos ready? Okay. So let's take a look into, just pause it first. Let's take a look at just a few. You see, everybody that you see, every adult that you see today that is working very well starts with by taking baby steps, right? If you are working today, I'm sure there has been a time in your life when you were still very young that when you take one leg like this, you slam your bum on the ground. Yes, and they will even clap for you that, hey, this guy has started walking small. All right? At some point, you started taking 2 legs, you started taking multiple steps, and small. With time, your bone got stronger, you were able to run. Some of us can even jump from a very high place now. Why? It's a process. You can't just be born today and you start walking. If there's something like that, everybody will run away. Abi, if you see somebody that is born today, started talking today, started walking, that one is not normal again, right? So I'm doing this because I want to celebrate your baby steps, right? Celebrate your baby steps. There is no small accomplishments, okay? All you need to do is to always ensure that you get better. Like this is going to be your next one is going to be better than this one. All right. So your best is yet to come. So let's see a few videos, and I'm going to ask what group is this one. What group is this? Pause it first. What group is this? What group is this? Group 6. Okay. Can we have the volume up a little bit? Oh, that's the maximum. Okay. Please give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. Now, this might look like, some people might be like, what's this now? There's no big deal there now, you know. But I can tell you there is a lot, okay? Now, I'm sure that by the time you are looking at this video, sometimes, maybe in some months' time, you'll be like, wow, I've improved. Like, we are now pros. We are better now, all right? So, what device did you use to do this? Is it phone or laptop? You did it on a laptop? On a smartphone, right? All right. Please give them a round of applause one more time. Let's check like 2 more before we call it. We'll go to the next session. Okay, this is another one. Okay. Hello. Sorry, pause it, please. Wait, pause it. What group is this? What group? What number? What group? Group what? Group 9. Okay. Please go back and start again. Please load that sound. All right, I'm not going to listen to everything, watch everything. It's like 2 minutes 11 seconds. That's okay. Please give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. All right. So this is interesting. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Please give them a round of applause. Let's take one more. Let's take one last one. One last one before we go. Which group is this? Group 2. That's awesome. Group 5. Where are group 5? You are you people did a complete movie. That's interesting. Hey, we have movie makers here already. Wow. Please give them a round of applause. What? No, this is really amazing. Please give them a round of applause one more time. All right. One of the reasons why I decided to show this publicly is to, number one, encourage everybody that is here, right? I want to encourage you and to know that every little effort that you put into this thing counts. Some of you might not literally be a movie producer, right?
You may not end up being a movie producer, but see the age that we are in now. Content is king. This is an age whereby how to make videos, how to create content, how to write, how to do copywriting is something that every individual needs to learn. All right? This is something that every individual needs to do what? Needs to learn. So I'm congratulating you once again for being a part of this training. And I can tell you that you've only seen the tip of the iceberg, right? There is so much more that is still available for you to learn. So just pay attention, do all the exercises. You see, the groups that are doing well, that are participating in everything, we are noting you. All right? I won't say anything, but just know that by Friday, which is going to be the wrap-up time, there's going to be a special something, okay? So I will encourage you to put in more efforts, encourage your team members, do as much as you can, and I believe that you all come out with something great. All right, thank you so much. Put your hands together for the next speaker. So it's going to be taking us into an amazing session that we are going to be enjoying. Mr. Green, you're welcome.
All right, sir. Okay. Okay.
Your DJ mixed it.
Yeah. Okay. While the team gets the online community ready.
Ladies and gentlemen.
DJ. All right. Okay. It got to my notice that some groups are beefing other groups. If you are being beefed, you are happy. I'm happy for you, and the beefers, we are happy for them too. I'm not mentioning name. I'm just looking in this direction. All right. So for the assignment, please, for those of us, most of you guys here, I discovered they are CapCut users. The speaker is too. Okay, so they are CapCut users. So I will explain how to export for Premiere Pro users so that you won't have issues. You have issues, so you can compete on the same stage. Yeah. Okay. So you can compete on the same stage as the CapCut users. Like I said yesterday, CapCut is like when you enter the zone of CapCut, you can do anything in seconds. But for Premiere Pro, it's a marathon. Okay. So when you're working with CapCut, it's like a race, but the race for CapCut is sprint and not marathon. But Premiere Pro is marathon and not sprint. So their stage of relevance is different. If your goal is to become a cinematographer, a full-time cinematographer, Premiere Pro will be your go-to. If your aim is to become a YouTuber, CapCut is more advisable. Except you are like, who is the beast? Or is it Mr. Beast or who is the boss? Mr. Boss. Oh? Mr. Beast. Okay, there's who is the beast and there's. Okay, Mr. Who is the boss and Mr. Beast. So those guys, they actually employ people that use Premiere Pro, industry standard. You notice their videos are always 4K. So if you are streaming, if you are in Nigeria and you are streaming 4K with your 1 gig data, well, Lord be with you. Because it's quite expensive. Okay. All right. So today, I've given every group a particular file. We are going to run that. Today, primarily, the concept I want to explain today is interview and personal videos. And because many of us may not be able to afford this camera is nothing less than 950. This one here. And then this mic, this tiny one, is nothing less than 300 and something. This one, this tiny one. So I'm not saying this. No, I won't give you the price so that you won't be having nightmares. But have it in mind that it's above 300. So, but I'll give you some alternatives to these gadgets that you can get. There is Mr. DJ. There's a particular mic there in the box. Can you get it? So in that, there's a mic that is not less than 20k. You connect it to your phone. It works fine. But as you improve, you may want to get something much more robust. So for a camera, you don't need a Canon 4K camera. if your target audience are still quick content development, what you just need is a good phone camera. Not a good phone, they are different. A phone that has a good camera is different from a good phone that has good camera. So they are actually different. So if your phone can at least shoot at 180p, you are fine. You are fine. Yesterday I mentioned something called resolution. No. The lapel mic. If your phone can shoot at least 1080p, you are fine. 1080p is a resolution we use in industry. So we have 1080. One next one is 720. The next one is 480. Yes. The next one is now 360. The next one is so. And if you are like me that don't like spending money, you'll be watching YouTube at 144p. So you can watch like 100 videos with 1 gig. But if you are someone that would love then you want to experience what you are watching, you'll be streaming at 1080. So we both watch the same videos, but while you are spending like 5 gig on that video, I'm still spending like 300 megabytes, and then both of us it's the same experience. It's in your mind, and now it's in your mind. All right. So do you all have the files? So for Premiere Pro users, how you export your files, let me just touch that so that we can start dropping our okay. Right. So for Premiere Pro users, you after you've completed your video, like you've got it how you want it, all you just need is to click on the timeline, this area. Let me bring my video in. On the timeline, so all you need is to click on this timeline and press a short function called Ctrl M. So Ctrl M will open a new dialog box. Ctrl M. So yours will be different from mine. Ctrl M. Click on the timeline and press Ctrl M. Alright. So then you render. You click on export. Now on Premiere Pro users, you see queue and export. For queue will automatically open an external renderer called media encoder, but export will export the video in Premiere Pro. Now the do's and don'ts, more like the advantage and disadvantage of both is that if you export with Premiere Pro still on, it will take a toll on your machine, meaning that your system can be slow and you'll be able to do anything. So you have to render, you send that to media encoder, which is more lighter. So your system will still be working at optimal function while the video is rendering in the background. For the export, the video is rendering with the app. So if you are shooting a video of 2 hours, 3 hours, it's better you use media encoder. But if you are shooting a video of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can use normal export. Because the downside to it is, okay, by the time while I started, I did a video of more than 3 hours, I think, and I had to render for almost 3 days. So my system is always open just to render 3 hours footage. And the downside is, if after you have waited for 3 days, that is 72 hours, it's in a crash. Now you'll be able to cry and tell your client that I suffered to get to this stage and it has crashed, not my fault. And you cannot refund the money because man must chow. You know, is that you kill me or you leave me? I can't refund your money again. That was then. That was then. So largely there's a lot of risk in our industry where you lose files easily, especially when you're using a Windows software. So Windows is largely unpredictable. It is free, and most of us are using crack version. So all of us, we are thief together. So that's why the thing crashes. Sometimes it becomes slow. Sometimes you're looking at the files you have on your system, and you're looking at what the size. Like for instance, you have 5 videos on your laptop, but you are seeing that you have less than 1 gig left. So you check the whole laptop, what is there. So you don't know what is taking that space. So now you now begin to ask yourself question, what is eating up this space? No, there's a way around it though, but still for the average person, you don't know what is taking up that space. So if you were like me, what I would do is I would just wake up one morning and wipe the system and start over. So in this, like one final thing, in our industry, don't be too scared of losing file. Let it be part of you. When your system crash, be happy. It means that you are gradually becoming a video editor. So if you crash the first time, second time, third time, by the 10th time, when it crashes, you go and lie down and sleep, and then you come back. But the first time when it crash, you nearly break your system. But then that's how this work for Premiere Pro users. Now your Premiere Pro will crash. Period. It is not. There's no way around it. As long as you are in this industry, if you are using a Premiere Pro, the app will crash at some point. So make sure you back up your files. Make sure you back up your files. Okay. So click on render. Please can you hear me go through? And for Premiere Pro, let me explain how to render the files with Premiere Pro. So your assignments, those assignments, render them, and then the group leader should drop it on the WhatsApp group with your group name. Please, with your group name. With your group name. So do you allow this file? I gave it to us, I believe. Everybody have it, right? Yes? Okay. Do you allow the file? Which group is left behind? Any group? Okay. What's going on? Okay. All right. So for the sake of the masses, I will use I will dwell more on CapCut, but I'll be hinting Premiere Pro. But don't worry, you will carry. This stage is easier in Premiere Pro than in CapCut. So let's start. Do you all have it right? CapCut mobile users, CapCut desktop, Premiere Pro users. Do you all have it? All right. Okay. So now for Premiere Pro users, what you do is run this as new like this, then import. You go to your file, import, file, import. But this time don't import individually, import the whole folder. For Premiere Pro users, import the whole folder. So for CapCut users, like yesterday, create new project and then import that same everything in that folder. All right. So you will notice you saw these videos there, right? Now in the average, when it comes to are we all together? Are we all together? Have we got to this point? CapCut users, mobile CapCut users, alpha. For mobile CapCut users, you don't import the whole folder. Do it one after the other. So be patient when I start working on the timeline. Of course, you guys don't have this. You have this. So just when I start adding this, just follow along for mobile CapCut users. And for the online audience, if you have any question, please drop it. We have a dedicated team that will answer all your questions as long as it's related to this course. All right. So this is counting very smooth. Okay. Any question so far? The desktop users, any question? Desktop users, any question? No, yeah, the whole folder. Just move back, click on the folder and click import folder. So you notice on the folder you find things like intro, music, and the actual footage. Now, all this they are called footage, but some apps call them clips. Some apps call them clips, some call them footage. Their meaning foundationally is the same thing. Just like the Yoruba call rain something, and Igbo calls it something. And for those of us that, whether you are not Igbo, you are not Yoruba, you call rain something too. So that's how this app function. CapCut calls this something. Premiere Pro calls it something. But if you check the meaning, it's the same thing. Do we get that? So if I'm saying on link, what I'm actually saying for CapCut user is what? Who can answer that question? Let me ask a question now. If I say something like on link on Premiere Pro, what am I trying to say if I were a CapCut users? Okay. If I'm asking you on link a footage, I thought you dropped your hand. You want to answer? Exactly. You can speak to my audience. So, all right. So yes, split. What it means is split. Cut on link in Premiere Pro is split in CapCut. So it's actually not different. It's just package. Yeah, this is the mic I was talking about for that's quite low budget. It's Type C. There is the iOS version, but no Android version. But you can get a converter. No. The tech industry is trying to unify this thing. So everybody now in the next 5 years will be using Type C, except you are living in the olden days. So what that means is that in the next 5 years, try to sell your phone and buy a new one. So you can join the team. Okay, so do we get that? You notice that there's footage, there's music, and there's intro. The average when you're shooting for your platform like YouTube or a personal footage or an interview, you most likely have an intro, the main body of the content, and an outro. It's like you're writing an essay or a letter. You have the heading, the body, and then conclusion. So that's how it is. It's just unlike that one is written, this one is just layered in video. So if you are good at writing composition, for those of us that got 98, 96A in English, editing video will be very easy for you. But for those of you that like me that got 96A in Yoruba and well in English, it will be easy also. Just that I will only be editing Yoruba movies. So that's well, I was kidding though. I can't speak Yoruba. So now that understand the intro, the body, then the outro is the same thing as introduction in your letter, the body of the letter, and then the conclusion. So here you see this footage. We have this one. So this is the main video. There are times when when you are shooting, when you set your camera for as a personal person, you don't have the opportunity to be checking and moving around. So you set the camera proper on a tripod, something with 3 legs. Then you make sure it is stationary. Then you sit down and shoot straight. If you have any mistake, just keep shooting, because you don't want to have glitches in your running around like that. So you make every mistake in that one sitting. Then you begin to cut afterwards. Like I said yesterday, there are 3 things you need to understand when it comes to video editing. What, and what. Who can answer? Yeah. You, ma. How about you? Okay. Let's make this fun. If you answer the question, this question, your group will get 5 marks automatically. Mind you, every day is 5 marks. Are you sure you want to answer? Okay, the question is, when it comes to video editing, there are 3 concepts you need to understand. I told us yesterday, what, and what. Okay, Mr. Mui, Mr. Ife, group what? Group 2. So they have 5 marks automatically like that. So, or who has the counter answer? Any counter answer? No. What to cut, when to cut, how to cut. So now looking at this footage, when we play it completely, you see something like. So look at this footage now. Now we have. Yeah. Are we together? Are we together? Can we hear me? Okay. Now you notice something in the video that there's someone else assisting in the coverage. Then because I am editing the not pictures really, the video. So and have it in mind, a video is just moving pictures. A video is moving pictures. Now when you got here, the camera moved and showed that area. Now that part I don't want it. So let's now start working on this footage. For those of us using a phone, drag this main one down. So this main footage down. Now, this is the intention of this video is to use it for a YouTube short or Instagram reel. A YouTube short or Instagram reel. Let me move to Premiere Pro users. So a YouTube short or YouTube reel. Have you dragged it? Now, for a YouTube short, notice that it is more of portrait than landscape. In the movie industry, you have more of landscape than portraits. But for reels, which is let's say it started from Snapchat, then it moved to, it seems TikTok adopted it as their primary, then Instagram. Well, you can't hear me now. Instagram became jealous and added it to their own and made it compulsory for all of us to use. And then every platform now has a reel in that part. Every platform. Even YouTube. I was shocked when I saw it on YouTube also. YouTube was majorly like this. Then everybody started using short because based on technology advancement and their users. Like she said your user most likely determine what you give them. So for YouTube Shorts, this is landscape, but we need it to be portrait. So what we do is, you notice Mr. Kolumi said something about sequencing. Sequencing is also the same thing as, let's call it width and height of your footage. Okay, with width and height of your footage. DJ, give me subtitle now. Tell him to give me subtitle. Okay. So the width and height of your footage is also, when you have that width and height correctly, every platform doesn't use the same width and height. For instance, WhatsApp thrives with square than portrait or landscape. Instagram has a dedicated section for portraits, and the other section is landscape and square. That when you're posting when you're making a post in Instagram, you're posting landscape or square. But when you're posting on Instagram Reels, you're posting portraits. So for Premiere Pro users, all you need to do is, you notice when you drag this stuff, it gives you this icon. Can you see the icon? Can we all see the icon? Okay, this icon, can we see it now? Okay, so that icon, you right click on the icon. For Premiere Pro users, I'll come back to CapCut users, please be patient with me. You just go to sequence settings, right click sequence settings, and then you move somewhere down here. You can see For Premiere Pro users, that's what they're using, right? Just signify. If you are confused, please signify. There are teams around. From where? Premiere Pro or CapCut? Oh, Premiere Pro. Okay, you have this. Just signify. If you are confused or I'm too fast, call my attention. Also, so you can signify. The team is around to and give answers to your questions. Okay, CapCut, Premiere Pro, CapCut. Yes, I'll come back to CapCut. Ma? Yes. For your phone users, drag this footage. You have the files, right? You have the files, the folder. Your own file. Okay. Wow. Can you get our own? Because I want to have a unified class so that everybody can follow along. The team leading group. Which group is that? 11. The group in front of you has the file. Okay, have you seen that? So you change frame size. You see, change it to 1080, 1920. So can you see that? 1080. For CapCut users, all you need to do is click on it. Okay. Yeah? Are we together? Okay. For CapCut users. Yeah? Premiere Pro. Okay, right click on that icon. Okay. Cameraman. Camera person, where are you? Please, let's be alive. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm command get the camera. No. Alright, so edit. Yeah, so you can click on this so you can look like my own. Yeah, so this is right click. Yeah. Sequencing. Yes. Please, Mr. Going, can you see to this, sir? They are coming around. They are coming around. Okay, where is Mr. Eri? Okay, I'm still working on. Okay, group 2. Any question? Okay. Zero me out. Okay. Bring it back up. Now, for most of you, your panel, this panel, for most of us, our panels like this. Right? Can we all look up? If you're using Premiere Pro, our panels are like this, right? So click on this one. That dot. Change it so you can follow along. Have you done that? Yes, this other one. Change it to a list. So you see the icon clearly now. Can you see the icon? Have you changed it? So you see frame size. Change where you find 1920, transform to 1080. Where you find 1080, make it 1920. And for the online audience, if you have any question, please do well to drop. Chosen, please don't do that again. So the online audience, please drop your question. We have a team to solve any problem that is video editing related. Please, strictly video editing. Okay. All right. So for CapCut users, you find something. Desktop CapCut users. For desktop CapCut users, here. Can we see this? Desktop CapCut users, can we see this? See, you click on the ratio and change to 9 by 16. For desktop CapCut users, are we together? Nine ratio 16. 9 ratio 16. For mobile users, you find yours to be okay. 9 ratio 16. So 9 ratio 16 is the same thing as 1080 by 1920. Please, Danat, please be alive, sir. All right. So for desktop CapCut users, now this video, the resolution has changed, but you notice that there are more black spaces than there are frame size, right? So what's an answer on what you should do? You have an answer? Okay. Mobile CapCut. Yes. You click ratio. Have you seen it? So change it to 9 ratio 16. Ratio. Oh, that is the other way around. So now for CapCut users desktop, scale it up. Scale up your video. Click on the video. You will find up here basics. Then increase it. This CapCut. Do you have that already? Or should I come over again? Should I go over it again? Okay. For CapCut users, your video is like this, right? So you on that by this side, your right hand side facing your laptop, you see scale. So scale it up. Scale it up. Scale it up. Miss Abigail, the online audience, they are capturing what I'm doing, right? All right. So we have this for Premiere Pro users. You have something similar, but unlike CapCut, which is straightforward, yours is much more robust. So you have this. You click, you find something called Effect Control. If you can't see Effect Control, you go to Windows, Effect Control, Effect Control, Effect Control. Let me change this to essential. Okay. We all have Premiere Pro. Most of us have Premiere Pro. Yours. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for stammering. It's not my fault. I was born that way. So have this in mind. My workspace was customized to look like this. So if you want to know how to customize your workspace, you can do well after the course. You can register for the full DVP course with SQI and we'll teach you how to customize your workspace. But for today, I will downgrade my workspace to look like our own. Editing. Yeah, we have something similar right now. Okay. So we have effect control. Click on the video. Effect control be here. Can you see it? Effect control. Can we see the effect control? All right. All right, sir. Yeah. It should. It is 9. No, it's 9 ratio 16. 16 ratio 9 is landscape. 9 ratio 16 is portrait. 9 ratio 16. Yeah. Can ask the question? Ask the question. And move it. Move it. It will sit to it. Okay, let me just go. Oh, yeah. Or okay, you have to increase it so that it's centered. Oh no, 9 ratio 16. Okay, so increase. So this blue line is like a marker. So yeah, is that goal like this or like this? Yeah, let it fill. No black spaces. Make sure there are no black. Look at it now. Okay, for you, click on this. You go to just click. Yeah. Okay, then go to open this up. Open this one. No, click on that arrow. Then scale. So drag it forward. Yeah. Your okay, right click here. Yeah. That's your sequence setting. Okay. Okay, scale it up. Yes. So click on your change this to 1080 1920. Reverse the function. Okay. So increase the scale. No, I didn't say effect. Effect control for Premiere Pro users. So it's called effect control. Yeah, that's where we are for now. That's where we are for now. Now for Premiere Pro users. Okay, thank you. For Premiere Pro users. Okay. Can we all be are you all here? Are we all here? Okay. So thank you, Mr. Kolumi, for saving my neck from going to and fro. All right. So can we increase this? No. Scale. Your obsession with zooming is as covered in public. All right. So yeah. So let this make sure now for Premiere Pro users you have motion. Motion comprises of both position, scale, and opacity. Yeah, something like, but opacity is a standalone. So for this now, if you want to rotate this, you see rotate under there. You see for CapCut users also you find it there under basics. You see scale, you see rotate, reposition. Now looking at this footage, let's play. Can we play the video? Okay. Now, okay. I'm a bit fast because I want to beat time. Should I reduce my pace? Guys, I'm a bit fast because I need us to be out of here by 12. But am I permitted to reduce my pace? I can. All right. So I'll go over this one more time. I'll go over this one more time. So let's start from CapCut. Now, do you all have the files or any file at all on your phone? So create a new project. Can you let us delete this? Yeah. So we have created a new project, right? So add one here. Now for the mobile CapCut users, just add. Now this you discovered. Let me return the ratio back to 16:19. Now you notice that you have landscape and not portrait, right? Okay, CapCut users, you notice you have landscape and not portrait, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So and our target audience are YouTubers, not YouTube as it were, just YouTube short users or Instagram reels. Do we get that? So because of those audience, they are trying to give them what they are used to. For instance, it's not advisable to serve to speak on tech related stuff to people who are obsessed with food. Except you can connect tech to food, they won't listen. So now what those audience want is reels. So this is landscape. For the cinema industry, this is what we use. But for shorts, reels and the likes, they use something else. They use portraits. That's why your iPhone, why did I mention iPhone? So that's why your phone is portrait. So change for CapCut users, change the ratio from 16:19 to 9:16. So and that's where you are. Then you scale it up. Under basics, you find scale. Basics by your right, sir. Scale, yeah. So you scale it up. So for Premiere Pro, CapCut users, are we here now? Mobile, right? Okay. You see, click on it. You see scale down. Then you now can we do it now? Please show. There's okay. Okay. This. Wow. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. No, yeah, there should be scale somewhere here. We're having two things, so. Okay, for those of us that the rest of us, have you found scale? Okay, so yeah. Edit. Okay, this is scale, but these people are doing theirs. But this is not the footage we are using, right? This is not our footage. Okay, you've gone ahead of us. Add one, yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise.
Okay, based on the new updates, for those of us that are not catching up now, after the event is over, when I give you a mini project, there's provision. The instructors are around. You can reach out to any of us and we'll explain. Are we good? Okay, so now let's move to Premiere Pro. So for Premiere Pro, yeah, click. Okay, move it forward. Slider. Can we move slider forward? So for Premiere Pro users, you have this right. You've gotten to this point. Premiere Pro users. So let's move the video forward. Forward. Okay. Back. Now, do you have something like this? Forward. Yeah. Do you have something like this? Move forward a bit. Do we have? Okay. Yes. Okay. Back a bit. Yeah. Do you have this? So cut this. Cut. Razor cut. Okay. CapCut or Premiere Pro? Premiere Pro. Okay. You see this icon? Can we do that, sir? Let's open the folder. This. So do you have this icon? So right click on this icon. Right click. Sequence settings. Then here you see 1920 1080. Reverse it to 1080 1920. 1080 1920. So for CapCut ratio 9:16. Yeah. Yes. So scale it up, fill it up, and then let's just cancel. Okay. So let's at this point move your CTI. Yes. This goes for another 2 marks. The full meaning of CTI. What's the full meaning of CTI? Who said it first? This group or that group? Oh, okay. This group, what is that? Group 3. Oh, all right. So group 3 got that. Okay, so now at this point, move the CTI to this point, and for CapCut split, for Premiere Pro cut. Here. Be creative. Yes, as long as this looks like this. For the seconds, it's 28 seconds, 10 frames. All right. Let me explain something. In video editing, we don't work from seconds. We work from frames. Okay. Again. Okay, one time. All right, sir. not skilled your video like he did. Okay. So cut at that point. Let's move forward. Yeah, I was saying something before. I needed to answer my OG there. Now, in video editing, you don't work with seconds. You work with frames. So in the industry, there's something we call 30 frames per second, 24 frames per second, 25 frames per second, 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second. If you are watching any movie and something like FPS, what FPS means is frames per second. And in layman's language, what frame per second means is one picture per second. So you have 30 frames. It's like you have 30 pictures in 1 second. So one frame is one picture. For example, let's say for example you have a friend that probably is less busy, and you tell your friend, keep snapping me as I'm walking. So the guy keep pressing take like that. So if you slide that picture fast, you're actually moving. So all those one picture like that is a frame. So that's the concept. So in YouTube accept 30 frames per second. The Nigerian industry, we use 24 frames per second or 25 frames per second. So you don't need to know, just add nuggets. Yes. So if you want to, that is a digital marketer. Yeah, do it. All right. So if you want to go deep into cinematography, all these add nuggets we'll explain it more when you register for. If you register for the course, or when. I know you guys are odogus. So when you're for the course. All right. So let's move forward a bit. Let's move forward. Okay. At this point, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Yes. So let's cut that. Moving forward. Okay. Cut that point, sir. So let's cut this point. So then looking at this, mind when I say cut in Premiere Pro, it means split in CapCut. Do we all get that? Okay, let's move forward again. No, don't delete, sir. We still need it. Please don't delete those things yet. We still need them. There isn't a phone. There's no Ctrl Z on phone. Much respect. You have to start over. So if there isn't a laptop, just Ctrl Z. So don't cut anything yet. Just follow along. Then let's so let's move forward again. Yeah, okay. Let's move forward back where she had that glitch. Okay, yes, this part. Let's cut that part away. So now this, she shot this video straight. So all that why she laughed there was, I made a mistake. So she had to continue regardless of the mistake, so that she will not lose her flow. Because if you say cut, let's stop and do it again, sometimes you lose the energy of the shot. So that's why when you are shooting a video, a personal content, don't stop, just keep on. If you make mistake, catch yourself and continue. Do we get that? The online audience, any question? Yeah, the physical audience are juniors on another level. So any question? Group 1, group 2. So this goes for another 1 mark. Who can guess my next question? All right, so now that part, have we cut it down? This is the part. Let's now move forward. Let's move forward. Then okay, move back. Yeah, no, move back away from where she smiled. Yes, let's cut this part. No, forward. Yes, no, where she's still talking here. This silence. Yeah, yes, let's cut it there. So we'll cut it here also. Cut, split, same. Did we get that? So now we have this. Okay, now this, don't delete this yet. But what I want us to do with this is delete the audio of this last part. Delete the audio. For CapCut users, you will extract the audio and delete. For Premiere Pro users, you will unlink and delete. Do you get that? Okay. Do you get that? You click on the point. You click on that part and extract audio. Click on it. You now see extract audio. It will separate the video from the audio. Then you delete just the audio because we don't need it. Yeah, just the last part. Okay, now this last portion where she's walking into the school. Now we need the footage, the video. We don't need the audio. So for CapCut users, you click on that part and extract audio. You see extract audio. Okay. Edit under edit mobile, right? Under okay. CapCut users, Pyong, please let me see to that CapCut. On link Premiere Pro, then delete the audio. Delete the audio. Now this audio. So this also unlink these two. Every of the points unlink them. So every of the footage, don't delete the rest, please. Okay, let me come over it again. Let's Ctrl Z to the back. Let's Ctrl Z. Yeah, she's already vexing for me. All right, if you are using CapCut, let's go to CapCut. So let's just cut somewhere. Okay, for CapCut now, looking at this is the footage. You will right click on this and you see extract audio. If you are using a mobile, click on the video. Down you will see the option to extract audio. So after you've extracted the audio, to go through, it will give you video standalone, audio standalone. Do we get that? So delete the audio. Yeah? Okay. Click on the video. That's it. Yep. Okay. So we have this, right? Oh no! Please don't delete. Okay. Have you gotten it? So just click on the footage and keep swiping. You see extract audio for mobile at almost towards the end. Are we together? Can I proceed? Yeah? Yes. So let's move back to where we are making this. Okay. Now this is her coming in. So let's now create. Are we together? So, as you continue. Okay. That's not what you said, but let's just roll with it. Okay. So now we have. Now this is just the main body. It's what we call A-roll in cinematography. A-roll is like the main body of your footage. What you want to market, what you want to let the audience see. Mind you, if the purpose of your video is an ad, don't start with an intro, end with an outro. Because for an ad, you are trying to get people's attention in less than 4 seconds. So you have to, when you play it, you start with what she's saying immediately. Every ad you have watched started with what the message straight up. But movies start with an intro, just to spice us. All right. So let's go to. Can we double click this? Double click. Okay. Okay. Let's the next one. The next one. The next one. Okay, let's go to intro. Let's use the intro. Intro. Okay, so we have these 3 videos. Can you double click one of them? No, this last three. Okay. All right. So let's use this one. Now, can you play it? Oh no, let's start with the one before. Oh no, let's using this one. The last one. We have this footage. Let's bring it into our timeline. This last one. This last one. Can you play it, sir, so that they can see it? Or so move it. Just drag. Can you drag the slider forward? Okay. Slider. This slider for this one. So just drag it so it can be fast. Okay. Okay. So no. Move it forward. So press play. So this footage was shot on a bike with a phone camera. So except it's very safe, but don't try it at home, please. So it's very safe. So with this, we are trying to tell a story of this person coming from somewhere to school while she speaks on. So we just need some portion of this part. So get this footage and drag it here at the end. Scale this at the end, yeah. Is there the last one? That is 20, 24, 02, 27. Is there under intro, a folder called intro. There's a folder called intro. Can you see it? Have you found it? Yeah. We don't have it. Wow. Do we all have it? Do we all have it? Okay. So let's look for a good 4 seconds or so there from here. So the first thing, yeah? No, we're just scaling first. This new footage we just added, click on the footage, scale it up to fill that resolution. Remove, we don't need the sound. That is extract audio, unlink, delete sound, and that's all. So we are gradually coming to the end of this. Oh my goodness. Okay. No. I have a time conscious mindset, so it affects me when I go beyond time. All right. So before I continue, your project, you are all to set your mini project for today. You are all to, in your group, make a deliberation on, let's see, anything that hygienic for 13-year-old to watch and less than 3 minutes. In your group, shoot a video on any interview. You can be asking yourself any question. Something hygienic for a 13-year-old, at the same time less than 3 minutes. That's your mini project. You have start thinking about it while we are in class. So yeah, of course, your time starts now. You have 1 hour. Yeah, your time starts now. Start thinking about it while we are in class. So you are in your group, deliberate on an interview. Any content. Something hygienic for 13-year-old, but at the same time, not more than 3 minutes. Not more than, it can be 1 minute, it can be 2 minutes, but no more than 3 minutes. Okay, so let's get so start deliberating on it now. Just the video, edit. You have 1 hour. Your time has started counting. Start deliberating. So cut this. Yeah, cut from this point. Let's move forward a bit and cut this point too. All right. So then delete the rest. So split. Get somewhere good and delete the rest. Do we get this? So just splitting, cut those parts, and then the video, move it to the front. Don't get it. Okay. The new footage, you have it right? Okay. Now you cut just like 4 seconds out of it. Just any random 4 seconds. Where's the new footage? Okay, but oh, it's not yet. Close this. Click on this. Close. You see media. Okay, just come back window. Projects. Wow. Wow. And split. Yep. Then you move forward to a suitable area and split again. Wow. Okay. So cut any 4 seconds, then move it to the front, Mr. Polumi. Okay. Now move it to the first 4 seconds. That means, have we all splitted the video and audio? No. For this one, have you done it? Why? What don't you understand? Split is click on the video. Split will appear down. Have you seen split? So split is like cutting. Yeah. And Pyong, can you let me explain to this group? Please, if you are 4 seconds, yes. 4 seconds. This group, yeah. So if you can wait after we are through, the instructors are around to explain. They'll give you a much more intentional explanation. Okay, 4 seconds. No. You don't know. Just please follow me, sir. All right. So this first footage, are we together? Are we together? Okay, you've gotten your 4 seconds, right? So you move your CTI to the first 0 to 4 seconds of your old footage. 0 to 4. Is it there now? No. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wait more. For which one? This video? Any 4 seconds. Any 4 seconds. Yes. No, just that last one. Yes. Just cut a little chunk out. A little chunk. Yes, you can just use it. Just a little. You need a little chunk as intro. Yes, anyone. Doesn't have to be exact. Any. Doesn't have to be exact. So your first 0 to 4 seconds. Let's move to CapCut. So for CapCut users, this CTI, move it to 004. 004. Have you done that? So splits. Create a split there. Create a split at that point. Okay. So have you done that? So you have splitted both the audio and the video, right? So you delete the two audio and video that you just put it now. That's the one. Oh my goodness. Yeah? Which one? What do you say? Mr. Ifegboin. So delete them. Then move the new. No. Okay. So now you move the new intro to the front. Can I see it? Okay, we need this. Where's our sound? Okay, we need this sound. We need the sound to start with the intro, but we don't need the sound of this one. Okay, so split this sound. Yeah, okay, click on it. No, extract. Okay, yeah. Okay, do the same for this also. Yeah. Yeah. You know what you're getting. So with that, you will reduce this. Yeah, this. Pull it back. Yeah, keep pulling. Click on the video. This video. Then you pull it back. Control Z. I'm sorry. Further bit. Good. It should be. It has been instructed, right? Okay. Oh, let's come that. I'll keep you. Mr. Kolumi. Alright, let's just go. Let's continue. Alright, so Premiere Pro. So CapCut users, are we together? Wow. No. Okay. Question. No, just video. Yeah, leave the audio, delete the video. You now replace the video with the new 4 seconds here. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? All right. So since there are no questions, I want to assume we have gotten it. So I'll run very fast now. For those of us that are not following or were not around yesterday, while you are working on your project, please you can reach out to any of us and we'll take you through from beginning to where we are now, from yesterday to today. So please don't be dismayed. We have you covered. All right. So let's move this forward. This, let it overlap. Let that over on it. Yeah, on it. All right. So scale. All right. So let's play. So, please, any question? Please be free. Okay, that is too long. Now you notice that she has started speaking. Pause. She has started speaking, but the video is not showing her. So and it's in a way it's a bit boring. So yes. So when we start, your intro should not be more than 4 seconds before you move to the next thing, except you want to show many intros, which we intend to do. So okay, no, let's leave this. Let's bring in another footage, that other one where the boss was where she was walking, where she walked in, the one where she walked in. Okay, let's use this. Just when the boss landed. Where the bus stopped. Okay, please, if you have any question, just follow along. Where the bus stopped? Yes, from here. Oh my goodness. Yes, just little frame here. Move it forward. Yes, to that point. So out. I don't do any yeah, so now drag just the video. No, this one. No. Delete. Just this, yeah. So overlap it. Then the next thing we want add our working in. So while you work, please, if you have any question, people to ask while you work. So with footage in your hand, okay. Wow. Okay, the footage with you. While she walks in, no, not this. It will be down here. It will be outside, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. So while you walk, just keep watching. Any questions so far? Any question? Okay. I want to ask a question now. How boring is today's class from a scale of 50 to 100? 100. 100. Nice. Okay, we'll do better. We'll do a better job. So, why was it boring, ma? So, someone said 100% now. Okay, why was it boring, ma? Okay, if you tell me the reason why, you get your 10 marks. 10 marks. Okay. Okay, so you have marks already now. The rest of them first. Yeah. Okay.
What's the question?
Yes. Yes.
So for me, it's boring because me not being able to like do the same thing I'm seeing, it's just like a magic. So, and you are too fast.
Okay. So my question now, were you around yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. The only thing I see here is that not having an instructor in each age group.
Each age group?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need dedicated instructors?
Yes. That's the only thing I think is wrong.
Okay. I think. Okay.
I think
no.
we have two problems. We don't have a good instructor. Like the person that is explaining to us, the first person is explaining different thing, and second person explaining different thing. And another thing is that you talk about cutting, how to become a professional. You talk about when to cut, what to cut.
Okay.
And there's some mistake in the video. You just cite a place that we should cut. We are supposed to watch through the videos and cut through where we don't like. But what I'm having, I have some place to cut and it's different from yours.
Yes.
So that's why I'm really having issue.
Okay.
With
okay.
Right now.
So for that question, now cinematography is a creative field. What I will call wrong, you may not see it as wrong. So that's why I'm intentionally not telling you cut at frame 7 whatever, or do this and do that. So I want you to be creative and decide, be the decision maker of the video. So if I tell you cut this at the end of the event, you only do what I tell you to do. So but if you decide yourself to cut at a point, when you get let's say at the end of the event you get a new job, you won't need to call me or call any of us to decide what to cut for you. You already know what to do. So that's why we are not actually insisting on cutting a particular section or follow along or what. That I ask any question and we got you covered. OG. All right. Okay. And you are sure you are not brothers? I was confused. That's what I need confused. Where you are from the same place?
Sir.
Okay.
Many people are not tagging along.
Okay.
Some people are lost.
Okay.
Then some people are not able to get someone to
put them through
during the process.
Because many were not here yesterday.
Yes.
All right. We'll rectify that then. Okay. So those of us that were not here yesterday, please after today's event, please you can wait behind a bit and ask any question. We'll put you through within 30 minutes. We are done. All right. So okay. It's off.
Okay. I want to say that we should have an instructor for Premium Go, an instructor for CapCut, and also CapCut can also be divided into people using the system and someone using the mobile phone, so that whatever the person is doing, you can always follow through, and not that you'll be going to Premium Go, we are coming to CapCut, and we are lost.
Okay. Ah, who should I give it to? You said okay. Okay. Ah. It's not. Okay, say that you cancel. Or let's run with that. I'll ask you one more question, and whoever wins. All right. So, so can you play the video? You have over. Okay. Now let's zoom this so we can see everything. Now, briefly, please play this. Okay. Yes. Okay, while he fix that, CapCut users, any question, while he troubleshoots that. So online audience, any question, any question. Okay, I could have cracked it. Okay, so let's move that sound. It should not exist. Okay. So now what happened there is one of the errors we face in cinema, where you use a strange sound and then when you are presenting, you now say, especially if probably while you are working you don't like your client, like you now whisper that this client, his head is not correct, you now forgot to call that part out, and so that's the end for you. Rest in peace. That's it. So now we have this same sound is what she said, but then we have different intros and then we have a different outro eventually, but then it's still playing. We need something called a background sound or background music, so that's where this comes in. Mr. Colin. Background music. So okay, can close that music. Now to get music, the platform I use basically, because I'm still a Nigerian and I like free stuff, is pixabay.com. Pixabay. They are free copyright sounds there and music. Free copyright sound and music. So you can use any of their sounds on your YouTube. Because if you use a sound from YouTube, like a music, like what's his name? Your favorite music artist, YouTube will flag your content because of the sound. There are times when Team TikTok will even remove it and leave it like that. So we did a video once here, and then the sound we used, not the main sound, something was playing in the background while we were doing our thing. Then we posted it. TikTok removed our sound, and then what you're saying is, so for like 5 minutes we were talking, but you're not getting anything. And then we have to push that video that day. So two things, we have to use it, either we use it like that or we pull it down. So well, we use it like that, and then the rest is history. Alright. So now we have the music. Now we have you can check pixabay.com to download any sound. Pixabay. But if you want to use a sound you download from your favorite artist and you want to post on YouTube, what you do is you break it into chunks. Instead of one stretch 1 minute, make it like 5 seconds. After a while, impute in 3 seconds. YouTube, the algorithm will not be able to analyze that. It's too short for them to flag it. Same way, if you want to use a video you got online, like a movie video, don't use it straight. Sometimes flip the video, sometimes reduce the duration. When the algorithm is looking at it, it will be confused because it is not a human being. Like for instance, if I'm facing here in the actual footage and you flipped it like this, the AI will assume that there are 2 different videos. That's why Google will ask you, are you a human being? And they'll put the same dog upside down, and I'm wondering, it's the same dog, but I believe that a robot will not be able to differentiate between an upside down dog and a normal dog. So that's how it is. That's how you beat the algorithm of YouTube. It's not cheat code. Please don't, when you're using those things, don't add my name to it, because if you are caught, I won't rescue you. All right. So we have this. So that sound. We have a list of sound I got online. Did I have my name? Okay. So you can play any of them. Just play any of them. The next one. The next one. So which of them should we use? Let's. So now this no also. So depending on that one, look as though we are carrying someone. Okay, this one, right? So let's use this one. Now this is what you go through almost every day as a cinematographer. You have to go through a lot of sound to pick one that works best, or a combination of them. So let's just drag it there. Yeah, press play. Now if you do this should not be higher than this. Have it in mind. The volume of your background is called background because it has to be background. The volume of the background should not be higher than the actual video. Why? Because your clients or your viewers will just be dancing. They will not hear the message. Okay. Imagine you are trying to tell people how to cut accurately. Fashion designer, how to cut something as a fashion designer. Then you pick up the clothes and then you explained it, an explanatory video of cutting accurately. Then when you are editing, you now made the background song probably Fuji or Aquala. Then you are singing. When that song is now louder than what you are saying, so your audience are looking at you. You are doing something, so they will assume you are vibing as they are sewing clothes. That wow, yeah, this song is interesting. They will know that you are trying to tell them that please cut it like this or cut it like this. So make sure your background sound is at least -3 dB, that is decibel, lower than your actual sound. Well, dB is just a technical term. What it means is that if you can hear what they are saying clearly and the background, you are okay. Do you get that? So let's reduce the sound of this and play it again. The volume, effect control, level, volume level. Yes. You can still go lower. Like 10. Yeah. Let's play. Is it why? Let's drop it. So if it's good enough in your earrings, it's good enough. And also, when you are editing, the final thing before you push this kind of content online is make sure. Okay, can you hear me? Can you lower the general volume of that? Okay, the final thing you need to know before you push this content on YouTube, Reel or whatever, make sure that you are not using an earpiece. Confirm without your earpiece before you push it, because it will be clear in your ears, but when you play it out, it may not be too clear. So confirm without the earpiece. Then you can now, if you can hear the sound without the earpiece, if you connect the earpiece, it will be louder and better. So edit with your earpiece to get accuracy, but then unplug the earpiece or headset, whichever one, or DJI if you are Odogu, or probably a drone if you are Dangote's daughter, or Bala Blue if you are our president's child. Anyway, so anyone that works for you, you run it. Don't worry, it will not beat me. I'm not that rich. So that's what you need to know. Make sure your earpiece is plugged in while editing, but before your final export, unplug the earpiece to hear the difference in the sound. And that's all. Any question on this? So this is your take-home assignment. Take this home and cook something up. Cook something up. I want to believe that there There's more than 5 different approaches to this video that you guys have come up with. So what you come up with depends on what you will come up with. Definitely. So individually, let us cook up something with this content I sent to us. Yeah? You don't understand? Okay. So this video clip I sent to us, cook up something. If the video is similar, the audio will be different. Have that in mind. I'm saying that this file that I give all of us, take it home and cook up something. Cook up something totally different from this. Something totally different from this. Yes, edit, remove the M's, remove the mistakes, and make it seamless. Make it seamless, and then when you are through, export, and before 11:59 today, drop it on the group and tag your group name. Now, if he drops it first and tags group 1, no other person should drop it again. So he's the representative of group 1. So if he drops his own, no other person. So if your own is better than the person that drops, there is your cup of tea. All right. So any question? So the mini project, please, you have less than 30 minutes to submit it. I'll be expecting it in 30 minutes on the group. So an interview, each group to make an interview of not more than 3 minutes in less than 30 minutes. Well edited, sound and everything. Any question? Interview. Any interview. Any content. Feel free. All right. So here. So please, you can feel free to explore Sqi environment again and work on your projects. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, any question? Okay. Yeah. So for those of us that are having issues with, have some questions with your app, you don't understand some things, you don't get it, please, let's see your hands up so that the instructors can come your way. Which app? Okay. Oh, okay, you click on it. See. So this is the new one, right? All right, sir. Okay. See, this man. Okay, there's a Mr. Sim. So yeah, I got an update now that we have some newcomers today, and they're in a new group. Now, everyone in the new group, write your name down. By tomorrow, nobody is joining again, no new group. Now, those ones that are absent today, they can't join again tomorrow. Please, your fate is sealed in your group. Please. So, for those of us that just joined today and joined an existing group, speak to Mr. Ifegboyin and he will give you the new update. If you are going, Mr. Ifegboyin will give you the necessary updates. And for those just joining today, okay, that group, right? So add his name. And those absent, please can remove their names. Yes. So if they are absent, remove their names. If they are present, keep the names. So you have, like we said on Monday, you have to be 80% attendance is what you need. 80% attendance. So if you miss the first class, there's grace has transferred to today. But if you miss today, there's no more room. So
we have a sheet that we are using for the agenda.
okay, no problem.
We want to make sure there are some people that didn't come yesterday and they join other groups that people didn't come.
Yes.
So I want to make sure they are not in that group. They are in the new groups.
Ah, no, leave them in the group.
Like this is what is their name? They have their members.
Okay.
But someone was not here.
Okay.
Another person came around training. So we get to that person. Some from group 2 is in group 7. Someone that doesn't have a group is here.
Okay.
So we are trying to see.
All right. All right.
What I want to do is so that we can capture that.
Okay. All right. All right. Please, your mini project, you have less than 30 minutes to submit, and this also carries 20 marks. Apart from that group that has 10 marks already now, so they have 10 marks already. So if they have another 20, that is 30 marks like that. So they already have seated in their bank is nothing less than 10 marks already. So please let us work on our project and then submit in less than 30 minutes. Please. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Any question? Are you fine? Okay. Group 10. Group 10. Group 10. Your project how far? Pia, yes, yesterday. Have you sent it to the group? To the group, yes. Please do. Please let us send our Monday's assignment to the group and tag. On which one? Okay. Please, you have less than 30 minutes for your interview. Keep on working now. Please cook something up. Yeah.